Thank you guys for being present. I hope that you guys are able to relax and simply be present with your body, mind, and soul. All right? We're going to do a community message. And I hope that this message, well, I hope that this message receives you all well. All right, you guys. So we're blessed with the Fool, and we have the energies of the Queen and Wand we have the energies of the Queen of Wands plus the Emperor together, and we also have the Ten of Wands. So let's get some additional information for these very unique cards. All right, you guys, so we're blessed with clarifier cards. We have the Fool card, supported by the Ace of Wands. The Emperor plus the Queen of Wands energy is supported by the Five of Wands. The Ten of Wands is supported by the Strength. So this is telling me that if you are a empowered feminine energy, you are learning how strong you are by understanding how to remain balanced and poised in the face of adversity. With the Five of Wands, the reality is that you have a lot of individuals who do not love themselves targeting you with their malicious hate. You're aware that they're looking for ways to impose themselves on you, insinuate themselves into your lives. With the Fool and the Ace of Wands, toxic masculine energy is targeting a powerful feminine energy. Due to an unbalanced sacral chakra. And with the Ten of Wands and the Strength, you, the powerful feminine energy, if you are a powerful feminine energy listening to this, you are overcoming just about every obstacle that they are throwing your way. And this is throwing them for a loop. This is definitely having them scratch their heads, okay? Now, the fact that we live in a society where, as a feminine, if you report stalkerish behavior like this that is sexually motivated, if there is no physical proof of a rape, most of the time you're not going to be heard or even given the chance to share your concerns. A lot of times, toxicity and rape can be stopped if we have a network of, people who can raise awareness on this. But I'm picking up the individuals that are targeting you. They don't like the fact that you're raising awareness on the difficulties that they cause. And because these individuals, with the Fool here, they're viewing, there's a group of toxic masculines viewing a very powerful feminine energy as a sexual energy source. Okay? And they're abusing their gifts and talents that they have by trying to basically create hardship for someone that wants nothing to do with them. So I'm not picking up on any fear. I'm picking up on just, simply just you're understanding how these individuals are moving. I am a survivor of rape, you guys, and I'm gonna open up to you guys about something. Rapists have lied to us when they said, if you say nothing, we're gonna attack you. No. Rapists want to engage you into a state of emotional imbalance, anger, fear, by basically overpowering you communication wise. They want you to stay silent. So most of the time, targeting a feminine energy to them is a game. They're willing to harm each other to get access to what they're trying to, achieve. And when you have toxic masculine, look at powerful feminine energy as a source of simply devaluing her sexually. Most of the time, this has nothing to do with you. This is because they feel powerless. They feel very powerless. And they don't want to deal with that in a healthy masculine way. So toxic masculine likes to target feminine energy with heavy sexual harassment. So we're picking up on some interesting things taking place, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Cups. So, let's talk about it. While these individuals may try to use fear tactics and a community gang stalking sort of manner, don't take it personal. Literally, you're steps ahead of them. Why? Because you're able to slow down and see what's really going on. You're able to see motivations lying behind their actions. You're able to see unhealed mother wounds, unhealed father wounds, basically childhood trauma. And if you understand their childhood trauma better than they even are aware of their own childhood trauma, you know exactly what to do to throw wrenches in their plans. Okay? We have the Eight of Wands, supported by the Knight of Wands. Now, a lot of what these individuals are using, they're using gossip. The gossip's not sticking, however, and the way they're gossiping is just so flighty, the gossip isn't sticking. With the Knight of Wands, people who know a Knight of Wands will be in and out of your life. The Knight of Wands normally breaks promises. Let's say a Knight of Wands says, hey, let's say you meet a Knight of Wands and they take you out on 3 amazing dates, right? After you have sex with them, then they disappear. And they say to yourself, well, maybe, what happened? They come back and say it's nothing. I just had a stint or whatever. Let's work through it. And they start making you promises. And each time, right before these promises happen, they never follow through and you get disappointed. So eventually, the Knight of Wands that was once so charming and you once just was like, oh my gosh, this is the one. Normally, afterwards, if they keep breaking promises, you just start not believing the damn thing they saying. So now, this is why the gossip isn't sticking, because they're unreliable, like the Knight of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, supported by the Five of Cups in reverse, also with the energy of Temperance. The Temperance is upright, but the Five of Cups is in reverse, along with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Interesting messages we're getting. What's triggering these individuals is that you're not reacting to anything that they're doing to emotionally scar you and to mentally psych you out. These individuals are basically moving how they were emotionally damaged in childhood and how they were with mentally abused in childhood. Okay, this is what is motivating them abusing you. I'm also picking up on psychic abuse as well. This type of masculine energy I'm picking up, they abuse psychic work. You wouldn't really know that they abuse it, because they may not make it public. I mean, we're familiar with closet female witches, but closet male witches, that's a whole nother topic. All right. The King of Cups is showing up. All right. These are people who they feel powerless, so they abuse spiritual knowledge as well. With the Death card supported by the Four of Cups, there is a rebirth happening. These people wanted to put out standards that don't serve anyone but themselves. When you think long term, what the standards that they have asked for are, you can see how it's going to negatively impact the people closest to them and people that they don't even know. These people are so motivated to see what they want put out by any means necessary. They like to take easy routes, or some would say hard routes, because taking shortcuts when it comes to making your dreams come true by trying to take out people, sacrifice people. And I think I'm picking up a group of toxic masculines have targeted a very well-balanced, powerful feminine energy. It's like a sacrifice type thing. There's nothing to be afraid of. With the Death and the Four of Cups here, a rebirth is happening. They wanted to put out their agendas because I'm picking up the feminine energy wasn't going along with it. It didn't make her happy. And they didn't like that the more she defied what they asked her to do, she did what she wanted to do and was making out better than they were. And unhealed childhood trauma came up to be healed. And instead of them healing that childhood trauma, they decided to justify starting a war with the feminine energy. So, feminine energy, realize with the Four of Cups, this is showing me that you're going to understand the power of peace, especially with this being right next to the Temperance. Okay? You're going to understand that it doesn't matter the death wishes that people wish on you. It doesn't matter if people have they have dedicated themselves to just destroying you. Literally. Peace is such a beautiful thing. Peace will protect you from your enemies in ways you can't even imagine. In fact, join me for the 3-power pick a card titled How is Peace Protecting You? All right? Let's cleanse the energy.